Fellas, we got some playoff hockey at the Scotiabank Saddledome and finally some dates to go with it. The Abbotsford Canucks, a former home of the Flames farm team, faced the Calgary Wranglers in round one, kind of. They called last round the best of three a play-in, Rhett. The Wranglers had the only bye in the Pacific Division, and three of the other six teams have now moved along. Canucks, Wranglers, Wednesday night at the Dome. Should be fun. More details on the series. Something. Fill her up. Let's go. Yeah, you fill her up for Bedard and against the Hitmen. Let's show those stinking Canucks what's up here in Calgary. Here's a little quirk. Let's see if you notice it. April 26th home, April 28th home, May 3rd and 5th away, May 7th away. So it's best five, as you see. But if it goes five, the Canucks, the road team and lower seeded club, will be at home. The Wranglers had the choice. So here we are. Everyone was confused by this. The AHL has said, okay, you either pick a 2-2-1 format or it's a 2-3. And if you're the 2-3, top seed gets to pick. You want the last three, where only one's for sure, and the other two are if necessary, or you pick the first two. And I don't mind it. Wranglers saying, we're at home, we're good at home, let's win a pair, get there and get the hell home.
What kind of BS are you talking about? It's 2-2-1, 5-game effort. It's no 2-3.
It's the travel to Abbotsford and back is daunting.
Catastrophic. Yeah, there are dailies to that airport that's 5 minutes from the rink, but just a nightmarish 38 minutes to get there. Yeah, it's odd, Rhett. I'm not saying look how smart the AHL is. I'm saying look at this quirk. It's fucking weird.
Is this the CFL we're doing? What the hell is it?
CFL-y.
I like it. You get to
what
pick
your poison. What are you talking about? You like it?
I do. Have some fun with sports.
Make any sense?
You know what would be lovely? If it doesn't go to 5 and there's no issue here. If it goes to 5, this is going to be something people will be screaming. It'll be backpack item for everyone.
Yeah.
Don't go 5. Just take your business.
That's a lot of effing money if it goes to 5.
Yeah, it's 5,000, 5,500 in the old Abbotsford Entertainment Arena.
Yeah, fun memories.
But what would it be if it was at home? You're going to get 10,000 in there.
Now, the flip side, Rhett, is if you swept them, you'd only have one home date. That's a lot of lost revenue if you only have one. I don't know. I don't know what the business would say. I don't know what the coach would say. It's just weird. It's fucking weird. 2-2-1 makes more sense.
What's that tweet?
Yes.
This is Jacob Pelche. Hey, Wranglers fans. Let's pack the Dome for the first 2 playoff games in our quest for the Calder Cup. Hashtag everybody ropes.
Everybody ropes.
That's the hashtag, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you rope, Rhett? You a roper?
I've cut some rope, and I'm not that good at it. Shoveler hates it.
Didn't see that.
Rope burn?
I'm not. There's nowhere to go here. We just have to move on. So, head to your
I think we're getting
ticket websites and
comments. We're going to have to start deleting portions of the show.
I don't agree. I think it's all.
Did not see the rope cut coming there. Okay, let's move along. NHL, let's start with the finals from yesterday. We had a pretty good Sunday. We were over at Launchpad, some of our winners from our Christmas charity, spanking some eggs, and Bruins Panthers is right on. Not bad at all. Nice little setup we had. They hang on for a 6-2 win. We'll get to some of the chaos there. Other finals, it's a complete stranglehold for Carolina as well. Both they and Boston up 3-1. Tide going back to Dallas feels about right for that series with the Wild and Stars. And Tide coming back to Edmonton with the third overtime game. We'll get to more of Edmonton and the Kings in a moment. First, though, the Islanders. Been tough go. Rhett and I had them upsetting. I think you had Carolina, Dino. Could use a few more goals from one player specifically.
Particular.
Yeah. In particular, the specificular.
Oh, dear.
Testicular. Since coming to New York at 5-on-5, Bo Horvat has 3 goals and 3 assists, 2 secondary assists in 33 games. That's 3 goals at 5-on-5 in 33 games, Rhett.
Well, that'll even it out for him.
Yeah, because he was red hot heading out there. Now, he got them in, kind of, or they got in. But there's a guy they need to get going a bit, and it might be too late. Down 3-1, going back to Carolina for game 5. Shooting less than 3%. He was shooting 22% with Vancouver. I want the Vancouver shooter. You know?
Wrong
Jeez.
coast, man. More humidity.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Either that or he just played great stone. He's one of those left coast hippies Rhett always talks about.
That's right.
Those Kraken fans.
Walk to the rink every time. He was just lit up by the time he got there.
Let's focus in on the Bruins and the Panthers. First with Matthew Tkachuk doing Matthew Tkachuk things. We'll start with a Tkachuk special. This the tweener. You can see Tkachuk trailing the play there and then side of the net. Between the legs, over the net, past Olmark, and the Panthers are on the board. Slow-mo needed.
He's got a real beard now.
Yeah, he does. Not just those Wolverine sideburns. And that is, no one has really mastered it like Tkachuk has. The side of the net, use my left leg as the pillar. Tweener.
Your brain's got to work at a high rate.
Yes, it's part of the repertoire. It's not trying to do it. It's just a move there that he has.
Puck. Place of puck. I'm going to do the stick thing.
The legs.
I'm going to now to start. You have to think about it
That's
before
too
you do
slow.
it. You have to, then,
it's too late.
You can't do it, dude.
By then, it's
you've
in
already
your
missed
net because you're standing there like, okay, which what's that?
So that is the good of Matthew Tkachuk. Here is the bad, a little Forever Aflame crime on Forever Aflame. Watch the stick here.
Oh, I put all this in the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's
That's
just one here. Oh, God. 2-minute minor right in the kidney. He folds up Garnet Hathaway, who needed some time.
That's not nice.
To get up. If you're showing it again, we'll just keep moving. Olmark makes an incredible save here. I want you to see this. I think he uses his head. He's sort of sliding right to left.
Friggin' mind.
2-on-1 chance. Big lateral move for the netminder. And he's using his coconut rat. His Barkov. For Heggie.
He must be a soccer player in the offseason. That's in your head.
Oh my God. Dives at it. So the series has been pretty good, but it is 3-1 Boston.
Play if I've ever seen one. Hi, gang.
So that's that series. Boston up 3-1 coming home, and they do have an extra day off before game number 5, where Patrice Bergeron still in line to return for the Bruins. He hasn't played a playoff game yet. They're up 3-1. David Krejci didn't play last night or yesterday afternoon. They're up 3-1.
Would you let him sit?
Sit.
Really?
Sit.
I just feel like if you knew you've got it, yeah. I don't want to give these Panthers any life because they're no fun and it's turning into a war. Like, off them in game 5 and you'll have lots of time until your next action. Sit. That's what you're saying.
Are you going to talk? I was going to say I don't have the faith. I don't have the faith in this Panthers team. They haven't been right all year.
Goaltending.
I think that right now, with how and they show the numbers, the depth scoring they're getting from Bertuzzi and
Hall with the Hattie.
DeBrusque. Hall had 4 points yesterday.
Yeah.
You've got Pasternak. Zaka had 2. I think you can afford to let him sit one more.
Retro?
You go.
Oh,
it depends. No. I mean, it depends on what the other series are doing. Maybe like when are you starting next? If you play one game,
so you don't know until that's a good point. If it's 2-2, it's like that could be a long series
because it might be 3-1. It might be
Toronto. That's short.
And you don't have to play him 25 minutes. Play him spot duty, get the win, get him in a hockey game so that he's not out for too long too, and still get. I don't know. It's
the one thing I wonder about is, could you win 2 without your top 2 centers in a row against Florida? Like,
here's what I would say: Bergeron's been around long enough and knows the game enough. He can decide.
That's fair.
I don't tell him what to do.
It's a good point, Rhett. Point for Warner.
He played in the league.
1-0 Warner.
That's how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Leon Draisaitl's had a postseason. Here's some data telling us how impressive this postseason has been for the German. He's been on the ice for all 14 goals the Oilers have scored in the series.
They should leave him out there.
All. That's a lot of them. All of them. impressive. They got the overtime win last night. And if it felt like we've seen a ton of overtime in round one, Dino, well, 3 of them have been in that Oilers-Kings series. And it's because we have had a lot of overtime. Here are the numbers through round one. Game 3 between Kings and Oilers made it the 8th overtime game. Only 3 other opening rounds have had more through the first 28 games of a playoff year. Now, they went to, again, overtime after this again because game 4 went to overtime. The record for the most playoff games in a year in round one for 11 times in 2017. All right, we're on pace, Rhett. On pace. Love that OT magic. Good stuff.
So let me ask you this, Rhett. Draisaitl on for every Oiler goal. Impressive or concerning? Or how would you, if you're an Oiler fan, how would you look at it?
Wow. I think it's impressive for now. And then when they're eliminated, it's concerning.
That's a good point. I mean, it's impressive that they're in this series because of him. No one else.
He's been unbelievable.
Without him, they're down 3-1 or it's over.
Big Leon. 3rd overall. Not a bad player to get at number 3.
Deece. All right.
Deece indeed.
Deece. So tonight's action looks like this, fellas. All eyes will be in Tampa, where the Lightning, I think, played pretty damn well against the Leafs, but Toronto up 2-1 there with an overtime victory. Let's take a peek at some of the news and notes for tonight's contest. First off, Braden Point. Probably going to play, but because we're saying probably means he ain't close to a hundo. Game time decision tonight per John Cooper. That's not great news for the Lightning, who are already playing with a less than healthy Victor Hedman, and Chernak still hurt. Yeah. This is you need a lot of things to go right to get to the final, to win cups. They've done that whole journey 3 times in a row. Cup finalist. Big hurdles here on the injury front. Not to mention they just haven't looked as dynamic, but still Tampa.
Did you like the Stamkos Matthews scrap the other night, Retro?
Catfight?
Didn't even see it.
Yeah,
it was a palm swatting competition. Stammer knew what he was doing.
There's beef, though. There's some bad blood.
They're sick of each other. Yeah, that's what. If you don't hate the team that beat you in 7 last year, and you got to face these jerks again, and they're getting all the ticker tape parades, and they got rings, and you don't, like, you're not competitive.
Can't talk you into liking the Leafs, eh?
Still no.
Can't talk you into it.
I tried once. Can't do it.
Really?
I got one that I'm curious about. What about the Vegas Golden Knights? Can we get you on there? Because one of the guys that you got to be in your bonnet about, apparently found new gear of late. Jack Eichel has been sensational of late. Wasn't great in game 1. Eichel, massive performance, putting the 2 goals aside. Excellent defensively, full speed both sides of the puck. 3 points, 7 shots, 3 hits, 1 block. He's become a difference maker.
Pulling some random asshat's tweet and using it as news.
And it's a Knights fan, so there you go. Oh, some asshat says he's playing well. Here's something that's confusing. I didn't know anything was bubbling here until all of a sudden. We don't know what's up with Nichushkin for the Colorado Avalanche. He gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
He gone. So things floating around. Could be indefinite leave. Could be back for game 4.
Sounds like Dom.
Left the team hotel for the airport with a security team. No longer in Seattle. Sounds like Dom. And agent not commenting. Gonna need him. Might not for this series, but gonna need him. Hey, he was sneakily maybe one of their best players in that Stanley Cup run last year. Val Nichushkin.
T's and P's.
I don't know what's happening here. This is weird.
What is
he's not
T's
Russian?
and P's?
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
T's and P's, right?
I hope he's all right.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
Because that seems
ominous.
Yeah. A little fishy.
Not the best.
Good luck.
That pork broccoli, not the best.
Be good.
No.
Behave.
Yeah. Be back. Be back, Nichushkin.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe.
I don't like the sounds of needing a
casino. What?
I don't like the sounds of needing a security team.
Well, as a Russian, with all the shit that's happening, it just opens a whole new window of conspiracy or like scary shit you can think about for sure. I don't know. It's weird.
Did you ever have one of those?
Security team?
No. I was
go from place to place.
No. I had to call NHA security a few times for help, but I didn't have my own allotment.
Fair facts.
Yeah, they were good with the doorman there. Just
Yeah.
grease the pumps. Everything's great. So that's the NHL story for tonight. 4 games, and we shall see. Do we have more series knotted at 2s? Do we have 2 more 3-1 leads?
Let's enjoy the ice hockey tonight,
Let's
gentlemen.
enjoy the puck. And I think we could have a lovely series if the Devils want to win. If we don't, just see you later, you jerks. You're done.
Well, what about the Kraken?
Let's jump back. I don't know. It's you said it earlier, and it's just like no one's talking about them. They've got no respect, yet we also just assume they were in the playoffs since about December, and they've been really tough on the Avs, but the Avs are starting to figure it out, and it just feels like we know what's going to happen here, but also pretty impressive how difficult they made life for Colorado.
Yeah, it just feels like they're doing everything they can, and then when the Avalanche kind of catch the gears, okay, here we go, then Makar scores, McKinnon gets 2, and Rantanen scores. That game there, it just felt like the Avalanche woke up, and McKinnon realized, okay, I'm Nathan McKinnon, I can blow by these guys and just shoot it past the goalie. So I don't know. I thought this was going to be a long series, but I fear that I almost wonder if the Kraken, if they don't win tonight, if they've just lost.
If you're going home 3-1 in Colorado, who knows with Nichushkin, but I'm telling you, the teams that have done this understand that killer instinct. If we can get some rest and win in 5 rather than have to go back to Seattle for 6. Ooh.
I think this Cale Makar is going to have a hell of a career. I really do.
Move him up your draft board. Gruby against Georgiev.
You don't like or you do like?
Oh wow!
It's been passable.
If they're going to win, I'm saying Grubauer is going to probably have to be better than an 848 save percentage.
Yeah, and he was great in game 1, the one they did win. He was stood in his head. I think he was like 35 or 36 or something like that. Okay, we'll move to baseball. Rhett, let's jump in on the weekend. You got to witness from Yankee Stadium. You noted the pitching. It's exactly where we start with the Blue Jays and Yankees. That's a nice turn through the rotation. No earned runs, 2 earned runs, 1 earned run, no earned runs, no earned runs. Very nice, very nice. Now, it's 1 turn through the rotation. That's not the season. You got to watch Kikuchi, who might be authoring a better season than we ever thought he was capable of. He was a nightmare last year. Manoah Cole was a great pitcher's duel on Saturday, and then Gossman looked like a Cy Young candidate yesterday. Which you saw 2 of the 3?
Yes, I saw Manoah and Gossman, and they were lights out. They were unbelievable. It was and that new rule, the 15-second.
It's great, hey?
It's. I think it's better for TV.
Okay,
I think it's great for TV. It's almost too fast, especially when they're pitching that well. There's no runners or anything. It's just inning over, inning over, inning over. I only got 2 or 3 beer each game.
It's a good point. On TV, you don't want 3 hours and 15 minutes. If you're making a trip to New York to go sit in Yankee Stadium, you don't mind it being 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like this is my event for the day. Like, settle down, boys. Now, it was a pitcher's duel, which moves quicker than the opposite, but they have shaved a half hour off games with these new rules.
I don't know who was pitching.
And what did you do with that extra half an hour?
Yeah.
Well, I sat on the subway.
Yeah. How was the train?
Good people watching?
Hey?
Easy peasy. So convenient.
I just like the vibe of being on the subway going to a ball game.
Yeah, that's good.
Right? Everybody's in the
energy.
We're going to the game.
Got the gear.
Yeah.
It's good vibes, man.
Rhett, not so much.
Shoveler was blown away by how many Jays fans were there. And I'm like, well, there's a whole country that cheers for that team. She's like, what?
Best traveling team in the majors. Ain't close.
Yeah,
it's a country, not a city. Yeah. Okay, this was not Rhett nor the Shoveler, but look at the effort put forth by this fan in Atlanta trying to get what I believe is a foul ball without a glove. Look at the effort here. This is max sellout to try to get a souvenir. I think this is in Atlanta, yeah. So the dude with the barrel, it's coming up and left and slow-mo. The seat is hard, and watch it flex via his face.
This.
Listen.
And he missed.
Watch this.
He missed.
Oh, God. Watch this.
Hey, what happened to your face? Did you get hit by a bus? I was trying to shake. Look how close he is.
For those listening only, it's a guy diving for a foul ball. He doesn't get it.
And he's got glasses. Those are toast.
But he or she is head first.
They toast.
Oh,
ouch.
Laid out for it, though. Give him credit.
Yeah.
Like horizontal.
Watch this.
I just don't know how the seat flexes. Those are hard as hell.
Oh.
Okay, that's enough. Now this is good. At AAA, we always see this tons of chaos in minor league baseball. We're talking like weird blow up disco night and dress like Star Wars, this and that. But we also get some in-game theater. I had never seen this before. This is for the notoriously goofy Savannah Bananas retro. The Savannah Bananas.
They love having a good time.
They do. Look at the hat here. So there's a little meeting on the mountain. Can't do this. Are there 3 guys up there?
What's happening?
Who's got the ball here, Rhett? Hold, wait, pause, and fire. Oh, where's that ball? That's not fair. Struck him out and just. I don't know where, how, or why, but look at this shit. It can't be in the game, right? Like, is this the theater portion? And after the game's done, what are we doing here? Savannah Bananas.
You don't have time for that kind of
Rhett's
nonsense,
done.
hey, Rhett?
This
Baseball's a
a
serious
mockery
game.
of the sport. He's not happy.
No, he's not digging that.
Yeah, he's either frozen or he's just absolutely heartbroken that someone could besmirch the good game of
What do you
baseball,
think it is?
America's game.
You think he's frozen or?
Not sure. Yeah, he doesn't like it either way. He frozen. Yeah, frozen rat. Let's go to Vancouver Island. Dino, you hippie. Hey. Yeah, it's not going to help. Tapping your own screen. That's not. I think he's frozen. Okay, dude. We need you in your mic. Here we go. Calgary FC on Vancouver Island to face Pacific.
Oh, yeah.
They played that Canadian Championship match that went to kicks on Thursday.
Yeah.
Cruel fate. They lose on kicks out of the tournament. But in regular season play, they met yesterday, a 1-1 final. Cavs 2 draws on their 2-game roadie to start the regular season. They're home on Sunday. We're giving away tickets, so watch our socials.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's fill Atco Field for the Sunday opener, 3 p.m. at Spruce Meadows. Should be a fun one. Here's a look at the standings. A couple of draws, have them middle of the table. They haven't even had a home game yet. Look at that. 2 draws, 2 points. Get a W this weekend. Let's jump right to the top, fellas. Shall we? Hey, you're still is that the standings you're tapping or Rhett? Now, I need Rhett back. We got some good stuff here, including some we had the Rhett family reunion last weekend. Remember that?
Yeah. You want me to call him?
Yeah, call him. Give him a call. That won't be annoying at all. Here's Charles Barkley. We need an NBA update. Remember we used to do NBA
That's
updates
right.
on the show?
Yeah, yeah.
And what was the gist of the NBA update, if you could pull the curtain back a little?
It was that we tried to do an NBA.
Please press 3.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got the call control thing. Good investment.
well, he's a celebrity.
I can't be giving your number out like that.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Here you go.
No wonder. I mean, who calls any more people? If he's not frozen, that's impressive. It's like one of those
Holding
guys
that
you
pose, yeah.
take a picture beside him in
Yeah.
Times Square or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying?
I was saying Charles Barkley did an NBA update for us of our vibes. Like we would sort of poke fun at the NBA now and then.
Yeah.
Here's Charles throwing the break on the TNT game.
Is it just me, or does this game need a Red Bull? I think I was watching hockey on TBS. I'm not gonna lie, but this game is boring. This game is boring as hell.
Oh man, I loved it, man. It was like one of the most exciting.
Yeah, he's not pulling punches. Yeah, we're the national broadcaster. This game boring as hell. I've been watching hockey.
He's so
I love
great,
it,
man.
Charles.
And I saw he's getting his own show on CNN or something.
What?
It was announced this weekend. Yeah.
Come on. Because Ernie had the podcast, right?
And how many million, like tens, hundreds of million, did he turn down from the Live Tour?
No, did they?
Oh yeah, they offered him.
I thought that was a joke.
S-load.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he's got the grossest golf
He can
swing
do
of all
whatever he
time.
wants to do.
Okay, so now
Kinda
we've
like
got
Rhett.
somehow, some way, a lot of people fighting at sporting events. Do you know? Hello? Again, trying Rhett here. This is troublesome. Is there earthquake there? They get earthquakes in Buffalo? Yeah. He'll just bill for half a show today. That's easy.
How does this happen?
No answering machine. Oh.
You have reached.
Oh, Christ.
Right. Need your attention.
All right.
NBA fight, Major League Baseball fight, NHL fight. You tell me the best scrap in the stands of the bunch. Will start with the NBA. With Atlanta, with baseball. Sorry,
Right.
or wherever. Yeah, this is Memphis. NBA.
All right.
People keep sending these to me. It's disturbing, but
Oh, man.
oof. This poor guy. His problem is he's not getting knocked out. He just keeps getting more.
He's getting
He
right.
get knocked out early. This thing's over a long time.
Stay down, dude.
Stay down. And look at the guy beside the guy throwing. He's got a hand on him.
He's
just
putting a
excuse me, sir. Could you please stop knocking the shit out of this guy's head?
doing the front naked choke.
Okay, I'm just. And then he's just like, "Okay, I'm out of here." Did what I had to do.
Well, the guy with the gray hair steps in.
So let's watch it again. Keep your eyes on the guy in the gray hair on the left. Eventually he steps in. He's taking his sweet ass time. He almost gives him a little love tap. Like, oh, excuse me, sir.
Guys.
Hey.
Oh, get your
Hey.
your bum.
Hey.
Please move your bum.
Excuse me, please. Could you shake this man's
Oh, he's
brain
trying-
somewhere
yeah,
else?
he's trying to- now he
okay,
throws
now
the
it's on
guy.
my lap. I might have to. Please. Oh,
Again, one of these guys has fought before.
yeah.
The other one, not so much.
The more I watch that, the more I think I shouldn't be in a fight because hasn't fought.
I don't
yet.
know how you
It's
aren't
not
in a
gonna go
fight
well.
every day.
I know.
I don't know how this doesn't happen to you every day.
It's a great skill, isn't it?
The bakery, gas station.
Never mind when inebriated.
Oh, yeah. Let alone if you go to a sporting event or a pub.
Start high kicking at a casino. You get lights turned off sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
a good one.
Memphis. Let's go to
Very
the,
one-sided, in fairness.
Yeah.
It's not
So
much of a
knuckles.
fight. That's
but
a
aggressive and like goodness. And look at the guy in the yellow jacket. He's like, whoa, what are we doing here, fellas? Come on now. So let's go to Atlanta baseball. We already saw the guy diving into the chair with his face.
Yeah.
Now let's go check the tilt that we've got. This one starts at pretty low. Okay, I'm trying to start the lawnmower here, but looks like it's broken up, right? Getting a bit of a sleeper hold. Things are going to settle down here.
Oh.
All right, we got things under control, right? Hang on now. Some new turkey that's going to introduce themselves. Good luck and and now it's on again. Now, just as things are settling down. Isn't that too bad? That's a baseball game in the background.
That's going to put another log on the fire.
Yeah, old
Come in
gray
and
shirt's starting to
sucker
feed
a
him
guy.
now. Yeah.
What is Red Hat doing here?
He's trying to hold him
He
and
wants
keep
to
him
keep
still.
that high ground.
Yeah, he's trying to break up the fight at first, but this guy he's holding back is starting to go at him, trying to get loose. So he's like, I'm just going to put you in sleeper hold. And then the girls at the end are like, I've seen enough. I'm going to start throwing some. Pretty decent. Settle down and then heat it up.
Okay, that's Yeah.
And then this one stunned me because I thought hockey fans are so incredibly polite. This is in Tampa Bay. First row. You got first row seats. And it might even be lightning on lightning crime, which it hurts your heart. So this fellow with the shaved head, oh, there's the middle finger. These are my seats or something along those lines. Keep your eyes peeled. That's what I say. Watch this. Oh! And one elbow over the top, over the top, over the top. And the chick's in there. Look at her. She's feeding rights. Good work, Thelma. All right. And now kick. Get a foot in there. All right. Tampa on Tampa crime.
It is Tampa on Tampa crime.
And then Vic Hedman's in here to break it up. Look
Yeah.
at the size of this guy. He's like, one for you and one for you. I got him. And this guy looks, oh my God.
Is he tanked? Is he tanked up or is he concussed?
He looks like the guy from Silence of the Lambs.
Well, yeah, he kind of
Hannibal.
looks like
He looks like Hannibal.
he looks like Buddy from the movie Speed. What was his name?
Oh, man.
Remember he had the bomb on the bus?
Yeah.
Dennis Hopper? Is that who it was? Now he starts it though.
Yeah, watch this
He
again.
comes in for the
He's
slap.
speaking. He's like, I'm ready to go. Whatever happened with this seat confusion, bleep you. These are our seats. Oh, that's fun. And look at this. Smiling, walks up. Bang.
And you know what? She was going in before the guy was.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to pull his girl off him. So
Give credit to number 2.
And look at her.
Good
coming
for
in
you,
there.
sweetie.
Some
I
uppers.
love it.
And then the foot here. Watch. She's like, I'm moving in, and here comes my boot. Bang.
She didn't get slapped. Her man got slapped.
Yeah.
And she went to
I got this, honey.
defend his honor.
Yeah. And then
in comes
security.
Goldberg.
Seriously. Yeah. And we're done. All right, fellas. Look at this sadistic smile. All right. So Major League Baseball.
Florida man incites riot.
Yeah, that is Florida man, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, so you got the Tampa fight, the Memphis fight, NBA, and the Atlanta Major League Baseball fight. Who wins? What do you like?
I'm going to go NBA, even though it was
one-sided.
less of a fight, but it was so one-sided.
It was very violent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our fight of the weekend.
That first shot is
and just ragdolling them all over the place.
And again, much
Up, down,
like
left,
the
right.
last long-haired doofus we saw in Dallas.
Yeah.
He took a real hard shot.
Should have just stayed down.
And
Now he's
got
getting
up for
tossed.
more.
Good night.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. No, we're done. Okay.
I mean, there's no pride in turtling, but at that point, you have to realize I'm not coming back to win this.
No.
I'm just going to go down here.
Do you want to take more shots or less shots? That's the decision you get to make at that point. Get to the ground, cover your vitals.
That first one, it is a heavy, heavy blow.
Yeah. So that's your fight of the weekend.
Nice.
Finally, we told you Rhett is sort of changed course a bit on dogs. I don't know what lake this is. It's somewhere near Buffalo. Another video courtesy of the Shoveler. And sometimes it takes a while for a new pet to feel comfortable in its surroundings. I think you're going to be fine with this one, Rhett, but the boat was a brand new experience and it just seemed a little nervous. So here we are. Look at the sunset, Dino.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
the boat's humming here. Like let's crank this thing up a little.
Yeah.
You know, it's
What does that look like?
it's pretty calm.
Labrador? Golden Lab, maybe?
Oh, the dog clearly hasn't been on a boat before. He gets a little nervous. And what you do when you get nervous? Oh, Rhett, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to talk about cutting rope? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's 10.
Yeah.
Now, Rhett, did it go off the windshield and into the lake, or was that coming over the top into the boat?
That's in the boat right there. That's dropping right in.
Oh, at least beautiful weather. Nice that the lake's.
Why are you showing this?
Well, I mean, the Shoveler sent it. What do you want me to do? You love dogs. You love boats. You love cutting rope.
It all comes together. Where's that Venn diagram?
Yeah, that's the Pinder report on a Monday.
Brought to you by Village Honda. Northwest Auto Mall, online, villagehonda.com. Turn your vehicle into cash during the $1 Million Buy-In event. They'll buy yours even if you don't buy theirs. Sellers receive a tropical cruise for 2 exclusively at Village Honda. And while you're there, grab a cup of coffee.
Great coffee.
Great coffee machine. Book in your tire swap. Get it done. Get your oil changed, your
clean it out.
Service. And yeah, if you want to get the detailing packages,
Seriously.
also start at $79.95.